Armedcampuses.org provides a map showing that 11 out of the 50 states prohibit any form of concealed carry on school grounds. I'm sure that most of you already have an opinion formed about whether concealed carry is a good or bad idea, let alone carrying on school or campus grounds. I even have my own opinion on this topic, and with the help of other resources, I hope to inform you of all sides of concealed carry. Concealed carry on school property is something that needs to be thought about seriously by informing yourself about what each side has to say. The main points I will be sharing today is the different types of carrying permits and the pros and cons of concealed carry in schools. First, I will start with the different types of carrying permits. Concealed carry is one broad point. Each state has regulations on who is allowed to have a carry permit. This is important because some states require a certain type of permit that is necessary to be able to carry on school grounds. The first two types of concealed carry are more difficult to obtain. According to procon.org, a state can regulate a no issue, which does not allow citizens to carry a handgun. It should be noted that procon.org also provides the fact that in 2013, Illinois became the last state to allow concealed carry. And although Illinois allows concealed carry, according to smartgunlaws.org, they do not allow guns on school property or within 1,000 feet of a school building. So no issue is not used anymore, but it's still important to know that it existed to see the history behind concealed carry. Also found on procon.org is a second type of regulation may issue, which grants concealed carry permits at the discretion of local authorities. This type of regulation makes it possible to get a permit, but it's also up to your local authorities to make that decision, and it can also limit to where you can carry, potentially only in your local area. The last two types of concealed carry are more logical if you're trying to carry a gun in school. The third type of regulation to acquire a carry permit is what most people would be comfortable with to allow citizens to carry guns in schools or on campuses. Procon.org also provides that shall issue, which requires police to issue concealed carry permits as long as the applicant meets certain minimum requirements such as minimum age, no prior felony convictions, and no recent commitments to a mental institution. Shall issue does not allow just anyone to carry a handgun. In 1998, John Lott, with a PhD, did a study to show that shall issue decreased crime. Procon.org provided the statistics. Lott argued that if states that did not permit concealed carry handguns in 1992 had permitted them in 1977, 1,570 murders, 4,177 rapes, 60,000 aggravated assaults, and 12,000 robberies would have been prevented between 1977 and 1992. The fourth and final regulation is one that confuses people the most. Unrestricted carry is where no permit is required to carry a concealed handgun, states procon.org. Because people are not educated about concealed carry, many think this is the only type of carry, when in fact it may be the most dangerous type of carrying allowed. Now that you are informed on the types of regulations on concealed carry permits, I will share with you the pros and cons found towards concealed carry on schools and campuses. Mary Ellen Flannery in the article, states look to throw open school doors to concealed weapons, shed lights on the Colorado bill considering anyone with a permit to enter K-12 schools with a weapon. On the pro side of this bill, Flannery provides us with one of its chief proponents, a lawmaker who was a sophomore at Columbine High School during the 1999 shooting. Assuming this lawmaker wants to prevent a shooting like this from happening again, wants the bill to go into effect to allow someone in a school to protect the students if another shooter was to come inside. Lauren Gutentag in the article, Gun Owners Split on Concealed Weapons in School, give the examples of Senator Arlen Meekoff, a Republican, who has a license for a concealed pistol, is for legislations that is against open carry in school zones. On the flip side, he requires for schools to allow the use of concealed carry with the right kind of permits. Gutentag includes a quote from the New York Times, quote, "A concealed gun is no less dangerous than a visible one," unquote, says Dr. Sonia Lewis of the Michigan-based Citizens for Prevention of Gun Violence. Even though Meekoff and Dr. Lewis are both pro-guns in schools, they want to go about it in different ways. Flannery also provides us with someone on the flip side of this bill, Colorado third grade teacher Katie Lyles. Lyles was also there when the Columbine shooting took place and wanted to speak further about gun safety after the Sandy Hook shooting took place in 2012. A quote from Lyles that Flannery provided is, quote, "I think the Colorado bill is a really short-sighted reactive solution." Lyles told the National Public Radio, "I feel like we need to be looking at a different conversation, and that conversation is how we prevent violence from even entering that school," end quote. Meg DeLuke in the article, Richmond School Boards Banned Weapons on Campus, provides information about the Richmond School District in Wisconsin on their newfound rules concerning gun controls in schools. They came to a conclusion to ban all guns from the school except prop guns and starter pistols for track and cross-country races, those only allowed to be used by law enforcement. Now that you know all the different sides of the conversation concerning concealed carry on school grounds, you can form your own opinion on the matter. There are different types of regulations to acquire a concealed carry permit, and people will always have different opinions on whether or not carrying a concealed weapon on school grounds is safe for anyone. Hopefully your view on concealed carry is more valid because you are more informed about the topic. Remember, in the end, it's up to you to how you see fit to the way that kids should be protected in school.